Hello everyone, Lindsay Smith here with your business tip this week. This week I want to remind you of a negotiation tip that I've shared in my past courses, and it works in absolutely any marketplace and with just about any negotiation. Too many times we get caught up in thinking about trying to win the negotiation, like it's us versus them, and then we have this limited amount of stuff that we're trying to divide up and get our fair share of. When in reality, if you're creative enough and you understand the real estate business enough, you know that there's many different things that you can add to a contract or that can be included in a house that can change the value that's available. So imagine you have a pie that's a certain size, and before you start the negotiation, make sure you come to the table knowing that your first goal should be to make the pie larger. You need to find out what the buyer is looking for and what the seller is looking for, and try creative strategies to bring the two together. If the seller wants a little bit of a higher price, that's okay. Maybe there's some terms, maybe there's a longer possession date or a shorter possession or something else the buyer can work out. If they want different possession dates, maybe the buyer can rent from the buyer, the buyer can rent from the seller for a certain period of time. In addition, what can the seller offer the buyer that might entice the buyer to pay a higher price? Maybe there's some furniture that they can include. Maybe the seller's brother is a handyman and is willing to do a little bit of renovation work that could be included in the terms of the contract. And the more that you focus on different pieces of value, you start to make what we thought was this pie that was a certain size, and it starts to become a lot larger, and there becomes more items on the table to talk about. You know, a buyer might want the price of a home reduced because the carpet's out of shape, but maybe the seller is someone that can get a discount on carpeting, and the seller can get that replaced, and they can pay the price that they want, and the value is in there for both parties, and it's a win-win scenario. So don't forget to be creative in negotiation. Communicate with the buyer's agent and the seller's agent in a non-adversarial, a non-aggressive way, and make sure that you keep the lines of communication open to try to determine people's needs and start offering out more pieces of value. And what you'll find is that more negotiations will get put together because of your creativity and your willingness to add more value to the transaction first before trying to divide it all up. That's your business tip this week. Make the pie larger. All the best, doing a ton of business for the rest of the year.